Hello friends, welcome to my channel Corporate Culture Care. So in today's topic we will be discussing on how to create a CV when you are preparing for your job search, and even if you are a fresher or an experienced person, you need to have a proper well drafted resume so that your CV gets selected. And for that there are some quick tips and things I will make sure that you take into consideration so that you get the desired job you want in your particular field. So I have prepared a PPT for that, so let's go through that as well. So there are some key sections which you should always consider while preparing a CV. So for that, always include your name, and your full name should be mentioned over there, your email address, your point of contact, your contact number, your date of birth, so that they can also get to know how much education you have, your age, and other information which is required. Then there is a professional summary which is required, so always make sure that the professional summary is mentioned at the top of the CV, which will basically capturing what kind of person you are from a job perspective. So if you take my example, I am a law graduate. I have completed my law from a well organized university, and after that I have a decade experience from various organizations. So in my professional summary, basically I've mentioned that I am somebody who will be taking care of their contracts from legal and commercial standpoint, and I am somebody who can help them out in dealing and negotiating all those terms and conditions to safeguard the interest of that particular organization. So that's what I have written, so that's what you can also mention at the top of the CV. Then if you are an experienced person, you should provide your work experience in detail, which should basically be capturing the name of the organization you have worked for, and what is the kind of job description you had when you were working over there, and what is the scope of work. So you can mention that in a bullet points. Then you can mention from where you have completed your education, so your 10th, 12th, then your graduation, post graduation, and apart from that, if you have some additional skills also you have done, so it will be great if you mention those skills and some courses you have done. And if apart from that there are some certification things you have done, so in my case I have done a certificate course which was a 6 months course, and it was related with cyber law, so I have tried to mention that as well, that I am well educated from this part as well. And at the end of the CV you can mention your hobbies, what you like. So in my case I've mentioned that I love to read novels and books, and I like non-fiction books, so that's what you can mention so that people can be in touch with you. And apart from that, like for me, I've mentioned I'm an adventure kind of a person, so I have done the trekking thing, and I like to go and meet new people. I'm a little bit talkative, so that's what I've mentioned in my hobbies, so that people also get to know that okay, if we select this person will be great in our team, and we can have a fun interaction with that. So that's what hobbies will cover. Then there is a strong professional summary you should mention. It should be concise, it should be at least 5 to 6 sentences, but it should be brief, so you can take the help of your seniors who can help you prepare that. Then there's some key achievements and that needs to be mentioned, and you should always mention the tools you have worked upon. So if you have some experience in handling those kind of tools, so like in my case I have handled various kind of contract management tools. It includes Ariba and some other kind of tools as well, like an MS Office as well, which will be MS Office, which includes PPT, then Word, and then different kinds of things, and you should be well versed how to use all those things when you are applying for that particular job. Do not lie, because what if they ask something related with that tool, so you should be able to answer that. Then tailor your job description as per the requirement of that particular job. So whenever you receive any call from a recruiter, or if you see that particular profile in Naukri or LinkedIn, so you should go through that job description and just choose all those keywords and capture it in your CV, so your CV gets drafted in a proper way, what is as per the requirement of that organization. So that's a plus point. The next step is basically showcasing your work experience. So always make sure that if you are a fresher and if you have done some internships, make sure that you include all those internships and how you have helped your seniors in solving their problems and making sure that their time gets reduced with your internship. So this is something which is applicable for fresher. But if you are an experienced person, like in my case, I have done job in various organizations, so I will have to mention it in a reverse chronological order, which basically means that my recent organization will come at the top, and then the last organization of that, and then prior to that. So my first organization will basically come at the end of my CV. So that is how a CV needs to be prepared if you are the experienced person. And you always make sure that you include the job title, what you were holding. If you have got the promotion, then mention that as well, that in this particular organization you have been promoted after this much number of years. And the company name should be clearly mentioned, it should be bold. And the tenure is basically means when you have joined the organization and for how much years or months or the time period you were part of that organization, that needs to be mentioned. So these three things should be like a heading, and it should be in bold characters so that it's clearly highlighted. Then always make sure to use action verbs and quantify your achievements when you were part of that particular organization. So mention that you have received some hi-fi awards or any kind of recognition or any appreciation mails you have received for doing your perfect job and for helping your stakeholders and managing them on resolving their queries and helping them how to have the engagement letter signed from the scratch. So all those things you have to mention, so the new recruiter can get to know that these are the job descriptions you have performed, and it will be easy for you to handle their kind of job as well. Okay, so the next thing is highlighting skills in education, which is again a very important point. So your skills should match with the job description a recruiter is looking for, so it should be clearly mentioned in your CV. List your relevant hard skills and soft skills like managing your stakeholders, whether it's internal or external. So when I say the stakeholders, it basically means internal teams. So like in my case, I am part of a legal team, so I will be supporting business team, finance team, and other teams, which is the internal stakeholders. Now external stakeholders is basically the client or the service provider side, so the person who will be executing that particular document from the other side. So that will be the external stakeholders or their business team. So if you go on a negotiation calls, these are the stakeholder management, which is a skill which is required. So you should have a soft skill, you should know how to talk to them, how to go on a negotiation call, how to finalize your deal, and how to understanding the requirement of all the stakeholders and making sure that it is clearly captured in your particular agreement. So that is what it is. Always mention your degree, certificates, and any other relevant coursework or any main particular project you have performed, so that needs to be mentioned. So there are some tips which is required whenever you are drafting your CV. So these are some formatting and quick tips. So first of all is it should be clean and professional. It should be not cluttered with so much of text, so it should be precise and very much understandable. Then stick to 1 or maximum 2 pages, but not more than that, because 2 pages are enough to capture all the details you have. So these things should be there. Then there are some common mistakes which you can avoid when you are drafting your CV. So one of them is any typo or grammatical errors, so that should not be there, otherwise it will be like you are not a sensible person and you are not that interested in that particular job, that you have not even taken care or given some extra time to even look at your CV. So there should be no errors including that. Then some irrelevant information which is not required and which is of no use to the recruiter, that not need to be mentioned, like your home address. Why do you have to mention your home address? No need to mention that. Then using any unprofessional email address, which is a plus thing and very important thing. Your email address should be a professional email address. There was one CV in which one guy was mentioned that cool dude at the rate something something, so that is very unprofessional, or any pretty girl or something, so it's not at all required. Your email address should be professional, and if you don't have that, please make one and mention that in your CV. So that's what the common mistakes which you can avoid, and that's when the CV gets selected. So customize your resume as per the job description, which I have already mentioned, and then there are some keywords which you can always mention in your CV, and always proofread before sharing that particular CV to anyone else. And that CV should be prepared in a Word version, save it in a PDF version, and then send that PDF version to the recruiter. Do not send the Word version, because again the formatting will get erased and words will go here and there. So it should always be in a PDF format. And that is the end of the slide. So I hope the information was very useful and you capture all those details in your CV. And if anything which I have missed or you want me to capture in my next video, please mention that in the comment section. And please follow my channel for more such informative videos. Okay, bye bye.